Oh, yeah. Is it going to pop up?
Oh, yeah. It should pop up. Tell me when it's up, and then I'll hit the intro.
Okay. It's always
We're streaming well. Like, I hope the Wi-Fi is good. We're here in the hotel, so hopefully this works.
Yeah, I think
Is it up there?
I haven't got the notification yet. Usually
All right.
pops right up.
Let me go ahead and hit the button and start the intro. Hopefully that'll work.
There it goes, yeah.
It's up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mike Garafolo, NFL Network here in the home office, and you are listening to the Raiders Fan Radio Podcast, taking that lighter journey into the dark side with Murf, Swag Jeff, and Michelle. She's got great hair. It's a little pink, it's a little purple, whatever it is. I'll tell you what, if I could grow it, I would sign up for that color today. So listen to her and the entire crew as they give you all the information on the Raiders on the podcast that benefits the One Nation Foundation. It's a great cause. It's a great pod. Tune in, turn it up. Here it comes. All that Raiders info and takes coming at you right now.
Jackpot, baby. Raiders Fan Radio.
Oakland, L.A., Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever. You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murf's Man Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, a leaking pass, touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players, you have a great organization, and you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, time running down, Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory.
The Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play.
Well, I love this team. I think this team can win. I think this team can win.
You are listening live to Raiders Fan Radio. Take it away, guys.
Is that it? Are we on? Are we live? I think that worked. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murf back once again for what we trust will be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio. Raiders Fan Radio episode number
346.
346 coming to you live from the fabulous New York casino and resort here in lovely Las Vegas. And we appreciate everybody that's joining us live in the chat room tonight. Appreciate Jordan Ford, Atticus B. Rockin, Tody Shefford, Leo is in there, Wyoming Raider is in there, Sacktown Mike is in there, Kenny Clark, Kevin the Raider Nerd is in there, our buddy Martin over there in the UK is in there. Appreciate you, Martin. Appreciate you checking in from the UK. So interesting enough, right before I introduce Michelle, of course you know Michelle. There she is. It's Michelle. Michelle?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm excited to be in Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
A little tired, but I'm excited.
Absolutely. Long trip in, but we're glad to be here and excited to go to the Blitnikoff Foundation event, which is tomorrow night, and look forward to presenting a check for $10,000 on behalf of you, Raider Nation, and your generosity. And we're just the vessels. We're just, we get the honor to be able to share your generosity with those folks. So thank you very much for that. So as I was seeing Martin in there, Martin in the UK, and of course we have Paul in the UK, and Raider Crusader, and all the amazing folks over there in the UK. So today I'm out at the pool, and there's like this group of Irishmen over here to the left, and then there is some Englishmen over here to my right, and then there is a group of Scots out in front of me in the pool, and I'm thinking Braveheart's going to break out any minute. I'm pretty sure someone's going to yell freedom, and all of a sudden it's going to go all crazy. But anyways, glad to be here in Las Vegas, man. It's been a lot of fun already. We're a short trip for us. As you can see, it's just Michelle and I, because Swag Jeff caught a little bit of rough news this week, and big prayers up for a family emergency, and so he had to stay back home. But everything is well as of this point. But we're definitely going to miss our bestie, the third wheel, man.
Yeah, it feels like we're limping in. We limped into Vegas,
right? Yeah. I mean, we were already short-staffed, kind of, anyways.
Yeah.
We weren't able to bring our spouses and our friends and our loved ones on this one. Normally, this is like a big end of the year kind of celebration for us for Raiders Fan Radio, and this year with it being so early, unfortunately we weren't able to do that, and then now it's just
Gosh.
The two of us.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun tomorrow. It'll be interesting when we're booking guests
Oh
and trying to get all that stuff
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Josh Camonite from Raider Dad will be with us. So we'll lean on him, hopefully, for some help to get the show together. But anyways, that's what we got going on. So we're very thankful to be here. And I appreciate all of those of you that are in the chat room once again. And don't forget, you can always find us usually on Wednesday nights. We'll be back on the regular schedule next week. Wednesday nights, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite YouTube channel, youtube.com/RaidersFanRadio. Or if you're an audio listener or care to listen to the show audio-wise, you can find us on any podcast service just by searching Raiders Fan Radio. That we're on Spotify, we're on Pandora, we're on all that good stuff. So definitely check us out there. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about the Raiders.
Well,
You want to talk about the Raiders, Michelle?
I mean,
we really haven't chatted much
I
since we got the
honestly
crap kicked out of
hate
us.
that we have to, but I'm going to do my best. I'm still really salty, so I'm not
Talk about
gonna. Well, all the whole like business decisions, things like it feels really soon to be making business decisions for someone you were gonna like flip the world over for. Like, it just seems like it better not be collapsing this soon. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for that. So yeah, I don't know, and I just feel like it just feels so early in the season to be
Right. Yeah.
feeling the way that I'm feeling. I'm usually really good at, being hopeful, and man, I don't know. I'm still down.
Well, if they're going to turn it around, they're going to turn it around this week against Cleveland, and they better. And we got Cleveland, and we got the Broncos, and then the Steelers. Steelers looking pretty good. Broncos we know are highly beatable.
Yeah.
Let's not let this be the first time that the Denver Broncos beat the Las Vegas Raiders, for crying out loud. But we got to get through the Cleveland Browns first, and so hopefully this is a get right game. Jeff and I were talking about on the rundown the other day, like Deshaun Watson is not playing well.
Yeah.
Stats wise, execution wise, like I don't know what's going on with that guy. Jeff thinks that he's just kind of losing love with football.
I mean, he's got to be distracted. It's easy to like say keep your head in the game, but when you have now, I think more litigation,
more
it's
allegations.
Got to be like, at what point do you just want to disappear into the ether and never be asked another question again? I don't know. I don't even think the fans like him. Like, there's a lot of that do not even want him on the team.
No.
So it's got to good. He deserves it, but like that's got to weigh kind of heavy. So.
Yeah. Well, and hopefully we'll get a healthy Max Crosby this week. Hopefully we can get after Deshaun Watson. Hopefully we can slow down the run game, man. What the heck? I mean, here it was. We handled Derrick Henry and freaking Lamar Jackson, and then Chuba Hubbard, freaking, and Andy Dalton got the best of us.
It's let me tell you, the Raiders embarrassed me again because I told several people that there was no way they were going to lose that game. Like, I really felt like that was the game where they were going to put everything together and it was going to be like, yes, we finally won a game. And I sat there in shock for most of the game and still, like the clown that I am, thought, okay, they can pull this together. And then I just sat there and had to watch to the end because just love punishing myself. So I just watched to the end and just thought, what the man?
Well, we love the Raiders. You know what I mean? So it's like I haven't missed a snap in I don't know how many years, man. Other than if I'm like cooking or doing something around the house. But usually nowadays too, especially since we're going to get on the podcast and talk about it. I don't miss nothing. I don't miss nothing. Yeah. And I'm sure many of you are like that as well, Raider Nation. It's Raider Primos in there says y'all aren't the only one. We all like clowns. It's the truth, man. It's like it's. Jeff and I talked about this on the rundown too, Michelle. I want to get your thoughts on this. Is we can be down bad, right? Like you said, it's too early in the season for us to be going through these, business decisions and the all-in team meetings and all that, the severity of things like that. Normally that shit happens at the end of the year. Right. You know what I mean? It happens way towards the end of the year. So now here we are just over 3 weeks in and the team has already gone through this kind of stuff. So not only are we down as fans, but clearly the Raiders are down too.
I mean,
so they're down pretty bad. But then, and there was a lot of pushback and a lot of rhetoric this week on the social medias about people saying they're like, that's it, I'm not going to a game anymore, and I'm selling my tickets and all that kind of stuff. I met a guy again down at the pool today, a guy from Canada. He's he's a season ticket holder from Canada. They come down to every game, and he instead of selling his extra tickets, he gave them to Raider Dad.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because he asked what we were doing in town. And I told him, I said, we're we give nonprofit, we give away money to Raiders related charities. And he goes, like Raider Dad? And I'm like, actually, yes. As a matter of fact, it is like Raider Dad. Anyways, the point being is that the guy's still coming into town, and the reason why is that camaraderie and that family and that unity of Raider Nation, that's undefeated. And I hate to be the guy to be like, well, let's, try to find the silver and black lining, but that never stops, right, Michelle?
Yeah. What else are you going to do? Like, I'm not going to wallow. Well, I wallow. I will wallow. I'll wallow for a while. But I mean, you have to find the fun. You have to find the family, the friends. You have to, because I think when you guys were doing your rundown in the chat last week, or whenever you did your rundown, I said that it's like you're either going to a funeral or a wedding, but you're still all together and you're still all happy to be together. Yeah. But when they lose, the way that they lost, especially, it's like a bummer. But at the same time, you're still laughing and you're with your friends. So you have to find the silver lining. Yeah. You have to.
I mean, we've had some miserable watch parties. When you think about it, we did watch parties 2 years in a row for Chiefs games. And finally, Michelle, afterwards, she goes, no more Chiefs games.
No more. I don't want to watch it with anybody I know.
And the last. And then we won, yeah. But the last one we all did together, we did it with Music City Raider Nation. That was the one where freaking Deshaun Jackson put the one good explosive play of the game, and then he freaking just
ran in the wrong direction too for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was
brutal, man. Yeah. That was brutal. But yeah, man, that's what it's all about. Is even though those things are rough, those times are rough, getting together with Raider Nation, getting together with your friends and family. My cousin Sonny always says that the Raiders are just the gathering point. They're just a reason for us to get together and have some cocktails and eat some good food and all that. So I hope you all are going to get a chance to do that on Sunday. We'll be flying back. We're coming back early. We're coming back on Saturday, the morning after Bolitnikoff. So we'll be at home for the game. Mm-hmm. Not going to the game, but I got a lot of people hit us up. They're like, "Oh, you're in Vegas! I can't wait to see you all." And man, I wish we could see you too. But unfortunately, we're not able to go to the game. Good thing we didn't buy a bunch of tickets and play all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. Yeah.
So, some good stuff there, Raider Nation. We appreciate you very, very much. Michelle, do you want to jump in more of them and less of us?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we got so many calls from you all this week, and cannot thank you enough for the way that you call and participate with the show. This show is conversational, and that's when it's at its best is when it is conversational. And so many folks call the hotline 909-345-3346. That's
I'm not going to. People don't catch me.
909-346. Or you can email the show at SHOW @RaidersFanRadio.com. And Michelle always reads our emails. And Michelle, what do we have this week?
All right. So first we've got Vegas Raider Pete.
Hi, Pete.
So we saw up close Sunday at Allegiant that a change at quarterback can cure a lot of issues and give the team a spark. O'Connell stands tall in the pocket, throws more catchable balls. That's a fact. Most importantly, doesn't turn the ball over. And with our close margins, turnovers are killers. Half of Minshew's sacks he caused by leaving the pocket early to run back into trouble, only to run back into trouble. So his extra mobility isn't much of an asset. Cleveland and the Squealers, we play at home next. Change at quarterback works. I hope Pierce gives it a try. P.S. During Murf's post-game chat with Scott, Hooligan Nation posted the funniest thing ever. Show me on the doll where the Raiders hurt you. Priceless. Maybe the show should have a doll. Yeah, well,
we got a truth chicken.
Yeah, the truth chicken.
Yeah, we have to do that.
A doll would have so many holes in it. I think it wouldn't. We would have to get new dolls like every week. So,
where do the Raiders hurt you? Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Starting right here.
No, but about the quarterback, I'm not sure that O'Connell, I don't know that at the end of that game, he was dealing with a different, I don't know, it wasn't like the beginning of it was garbage. So I don't know. I don't know. But who knows?
He had some bad throws in that game too. That interception that he threw was not a good throw. It was a bad read. It was all on him,
Yeah. All right, so
We didn't need a quarterback.
next-
We'll leave it at that.
we
But
need so bad. Yeah,
I'm still rocking it though. I'm still Minshew Manny over here until a reason not to be.
I mean,
which last week started.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
We already made the shirt, so might as well.
Yeah. Listen, we'll will it into existence. You wear the shirt, maybe he'll have a breakout game on Sunday.
There we go.
That's what we're all hoping for. All right, next we have Martin.
Hi, Martin.
From across the pond.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Murf, Jeff, Michelle. Well, that loss to Carolina and the manner of it was a real bummer. So many in the side who've been hyped up by a number of Raiders channels seem unable to fulfill their apparent promise. Our O-line continued to struggle, even against a replacement quarterback. Our defense seemed to have no answers to what the Panthers presented them with. Now we have injuries to deal with as well. Colton Miller continues to struggle. Max has an ankle problem, and Marcus Epps joins Malcolm Kuntz in being out for the season. Oh, that one hurts.
That was brutal.
Brutal. These aren't excuses. They're problems that the management has to solve, and quickly. The team needs us more than ever to support them and show them we have their backs. This is when being a fan really kicks in, when things are not going well and times are tough. That locker room needs to know that this wonderful fan base isn't turning their backs, but instead turning up the volume. This doesn't mean we can't be critical. We have a right to express our opinions, but we need to close ranks and get behind them and encourage them to their best efforts going forward. That, to me, is what Raider Nation's all about. Salute to you and the chat, Martin.
Hey, thank you, Martin.
Thanks, Martin.
Good job, Martin.
And that's so true. That's very true.
Absolutely.
All right, let's see. And then we have one more, and that's from Carl, and it is short and sweet.
Okay.
What's up, RFR?
Hi, Carl.
That was a tough game to watch. Going to keep it short and simple. That game was embarrassing. We, Raider Nation, deserve better. Just win, damn it. Yeah, that's it. That was it. Short and sweet, please. God.
Win.
Yeah, especially for those fans coming in. That was all the emails coming in for this game. Like, rolling the dice, because you might get the same outcome that last week.
Someone came from Calgary.
Yeah, man.
Like, can you imagine?
He deserves a win.
Right? Can you imagine coming in like that, like traveling internationally for crying out loud?
No.
And come to a game and then that's the friggin' turnout that you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the output and the product on the field, as the kids say. Like, that's just, man, I feel for those fans. But again, you know what I mean? Like, hang in there, man. Like, I mean, what else are you gonna do? Please don't sell off your tickets and tuck tail and run, man. Like, let's hang in there. It's crazy, Michelle, too, because it's so early in the season. We're actually still in the playoff hunt.
I know.
Like, that's bananas.
Yeah.
But that's how big it is to win in the AFC. Look, because here's the thing. If you're going to lose out of conference.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the better off that we lose against the Carolina Panthers than we do the Cleveland Browns. And so if we can beat the Browns, that'd be back-to-back NFC North wins.
Okay.
No, excuse me. AFC. Yes, thank you. AFC North wins. It'd be back-to-back of those. And then, guess what? We got Pittsburgh coming up, too. Like, how cool would that be if we rattle off against that division when at least two of those teams we know are going to be playoff teams?
Right.
That gives us tiebreakers. It helps us become an opponent. Like, all that kind of stuff, man. It could be a big one for us.
Yeah.
Are we still on?
Oh. Uh-oh.
I don't know. Are we still on there? So let us know there, chat room, if you guys are still in there. I don't know. I can't tell what's going on.
It looks, mine keeps stopping too, but it looks like
everything's still going good.
So
Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. So hey, let's do some calls. Let's just jump into some calls here, and hopefully you guys can hear these. Let us know if you can. As you can tell, we're in the freaking in the convention lobby of the New York here. So we're definitely out of our element, but we're going to do our best with this. Let me know if you can hear these. Let's start off with our buddy Houston Raiders Steve.
Murf, Mosh, Swag Jeff, Michelle, Chet, everybody, Nation, Houston Raiders Steve. I tell you what, we went out there and went on the East Coast in Baltimore. Reminds me of the song by Alan Parsons Project, The Raven. Very famous poet, Edgar Allan Poe from Baltimore. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Quote the Raven, nevermore. That just goes to show you, they can't say that we can't beat Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore against that Lamar Jackson offense, against the Harbaugh. Being from Ohio myself, I can't stand the other Harbaugh because he's a cheater. His brother's not much better. But anyway, we went out and took care of business. The Raiders are back, baby.
Oh, Steve.
What a gutty
Call
performance,
back.
man. Bowers, that offense. They finally told the offensive coordinator for the Raiders, man, you got to open up this offense here. Guys, come on. No, this
Yes.
short range stuff. What did Al Davis said? You got to throw deep and you got to throw first down. Throw it deep. Have them play to you. Don't let the other team dictate to you what you're going to do. You dictate to them. That's Raiders football that I grew up watching with the Mad Bomber, Daryl LaMonica. That's why I became a Raider fan, because the Mad Bomber in that game against the Jets, the Heidi game, back in '68. That's how long I've been a fan. So, this is a great win. We can continue to build on this.
Do you have the cord?
And I was at a Cleveland bar.
Yeah, I got it. You take over for a
up
second.
in Cleveland, visiting relatives. They had the Browns game on, but they were showing us the highlights, the Carlson kick, and then the defense shut it down at the end of the game when they do that throw behind and everything, trying to get the score. Yeah, everybody in that bar was quiet. Everybody was in silence, except for me going, Raiders!
Oh,
Raiders!
I don't know what to do.
Everybody looked around at me and I thought, damn straight, the Raiders are back, baby. Goodbye.
Thank you, Steve. Oh.
Okay, well, we have we have an interesting situation here. I didn't bring the power cord for the laptop. It's still up in the room, and I think this thing is getting ready to die, so we might have to call it early.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, y'all. Okay, well, let's say.
Let's hope this isn't an example of how this weekend's going to go. That's really all. That's all. That's all. That's it.
Absolutely. But hey, don't forget to join us live, and we'll get to the other voicemails when we get back into the studio if they're not totally outdated. And we apologize for this, guys. I don't know why I didn't bring the power cord. But anyways, love you, Raider Nation. We'll see you tomorrow night. Don't forget, tomorrow night is the Bolitnikoff Foundation dinner. I think it's 5:00. Pacific is when we go live, right? Isn't that right? Yeah. So we'll be there. Be Michelle and I, and then of course we'll have Josh Camonite from Raider Dad will be there. And tune into that because you're going to want to see the Raider legends, man. We'll hopefully get Plunkett back on again. Of course, you'll see Freddie B. We had an opportunity last year. We just didn't have the time to get it in. But Sandra Douglas Morgan, that's a big one that I want to get.
Yeah. I'm going to keep my eyes open for her.
We'd love to have her on. Even AP. I know a lot of people are down on AP, but I think it's going to be very interesting to hear what his comments would be around this. We know that a lot of the comments around the game have been, kind of kept in house, but it'd be interesting to hear like what he would have to say in a more candid atmosphere than a press conference. You know what I mean? When you can just kind of sit down and chat with us. So, and Kenny Clark says, can I call in tomorrow? Absolutely. Call in whenever you want, man. 909-345-3346. We thank you, Raider Nation, for your participation with Raiders Fan Radio. And again, check out tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time there. And hopefully have some Raider legends, some Hollywood legends. They just got done filming Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, that's right.
So Shooter will be there. Christopher McDonald, the great Christopher McDonald. And so I can't wait to ask him about that. Hopefully he'll give us a longer interview than 24 seconds, which is about probably what he does.
Well, don't hope too much.
Don't hope too much. But anything, Michelle, you want to shout out the chat room real quick?
Okay, let me shout them out. All right, so Tony Shepard's in there, Kenny Clark, Yoshi's in there, and I think Yoshi had a super chat, I think.
Oh, thank you, Yoshi.
I think it was, there it goes. Hold on. $10.
Oh,
thank you, Yoshi.
So
thank you so much. I said Kenny Clark, Martin's in there, Consigliere Salt. Oh, that's
Sonny.
Sonny's in there.
What's up, Sonny?
Super Deuce. Jordan Ford's in there. Jay Jackson. We'll see him tomorrow night. Lencho, Sacktown Raider. Everybody's in there. Thank y'all for checking it out.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna die.
We're about 20 seconds away from this thing freaking dying out here. So again, sorry for the short show, but we'll have a long one tomorrow.
We'll make up for it.
We're going to make up for it. We're going to start the show. We're going to do the show proper, and then we're going to hopefully have all those great interviews. And then I'm thinking I'm just going to flip the camera around and set up a microphone, set up a boom mic, and just let it do its thing, man. And y'all can kind of watch it from a distance. And
did she say y'all's?
Y'all, did I say y'all's?
Y'all's can watch it.
Y'all's can watch it.
He's been in Tennessee way too long.
Almost 27 years now since I left the Bay Area. Yeah, so those y'all's and
at least you didn't say yuns. That would have really sent it over the edge.
But a reckon will sneak in there once in a while. Yeah, that definitely wears off on you a little bit, but in a good way though. I like it. Yeah, especially my lovely bride.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean? Yeah.
She got that super country accent.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. All right. So anyways, Raider Nation, we love you guys so very, very much. Have a good night. Go Raiders on Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye.
Okay, bye.